So when the bot arrives, it will be in 3 pieces. For the arms, just make sure you have the correct side arm, though they will pop right back out if you have any issues with them. Pop these in. For accessing the SD card, just remove this screw here and take the arm, and see how these ridges here? If you catch one of those on the plastic, you can turn this much more easily. Pops right out. You can grab the SD card with your fingers and then slide it right back in. On the back, power in, USB for whatever additions you want to put on, the 2 speakers, and just 4 screws that you can remove if need be. One thing to note is that although they are all the same size Phillips head, there are 2 different lengths of screws. Just make sure that the shorter one goes on the side. On the inside, it's kind of hard to show much off in here, just because of the way that things are. In the future, will be using longer wires here just to make the assembly a little bit easier. If you ever do have to pull everything out, it's a little bit tricky getting the Pi to slide back in with all the pins to the front LED screen. However, to help a little bit with that, you can see these little plastic rails in here. As long as those are flat on the bottom while you're sliding it in, you should have no problem getting all of the pins to align. Then for reattaching the arm, pretty much the same process as taking it off but in reverse. Set it in, just to see kind of the overall mechanism for this. Really pretty simple. It's just a little slot. Pop the arm in and get the arm kind of caught on the shoulder and rotate and put the screw back in. So the last thing to take a look at is going to be the NFC chip. The NFC chip is located right here on the top of the bot. It can be programmed to anything. For our use right now, we are going to be having it programmed to link to an NFT contract to verify on-chain ownership of the bot. For the bot, we had it print vertically in this direction, and it printed with a hole inside of the bot right here. And then once it got to a certain layer height, the print paused. I could then insert the NFC chip into the plastic itself, add a little bit of a spacer onto it, and then resume the print, which printed directly over the NFC chip so that it is completely baked into the internals of the bot itself. Then with any smartphone that has NFC enabled, you just come over to the bot and tap wherever your NFC is located on the phone, and it will open up whatever the NFC chip is linked to.